I'm the volunteer coordinator for the AIM team. A little bit about myself. I do sign language, I do a bit of art. I'm autistic as part of the AIM team. As a volunteer coordinator, I support volunteers. I train volunteers, recruit volunteers, create new volunteer roles when things come up or we see a gap in the service, and that would be great for a volunteer to fill. Talking to lots of autistic clients, talking to autistic parents, working collaboratively with my team members, making resources, speaking with clients about what they need, doing supervisions with volunteers. So working with them one-to-one to make sure they're supported. Working from home makes my job extremely accessible in a way that I've never had before. I'm able to wake up and start work straight away rather than the anxiety of traveling to and from workplaces and the anxiety of getting in buses or in taxis. But it means that I can work in a bit more of a better time frame for myself. So I don't have to necessarily stick to 9 till 5. I can work maybe a bit on the evening when I have more energy then, rather than the mornings. It means that I can eat quite well because I can cook and eat from home. As you can hear, you might hear some footsteps walking around, and that's because I have animals. So it means I get to stay at home with those which support me in a therapeutic way. So it's really important that I can work from home compared to being in the office where there's lots of noises happening and there's lots of people around who are quite distracting. Lots to enjoy about working with volunteers. There is some difficulties, but really we have some amazing volunteers. We have a lot of autistic volunteers themselves who give a lot about themselves. People really put in a lot of effort and time. It's really lovely. I don't know. It makes me emotional sometimes. Like when I match someone together in like the mentoring, and the match works really well and they get along really well, it kind of choke me up a bit and make me feel emotional. And people really do put in the time and effort, even more than you think. You can't judge a book by its character at all. There's a lot of positives. There's a lot of things that maybe neurotypical people wouldn't find as positive, but it works really well for our team. Such as we use a lot of Teams-based, like Microsoft Teams, like on the website on our computers, rather than meeting up face to face for team meetings, and that works well for us. We have a lot of our contact online, where we just type to each other and get things done that way. We work as autistic people, you know, that we can be a little bit more blunt or direct. That works really well within a team of autistic people. We're all quite similar in that way. People take things as they go. We take things on the chin. We move fast. We move on pretty quickly. And I guess the only downside is that as autistic people, we get burnt out maybe more often or more easily or quicker to things. So it means that when something might happen, it might knock a few members of the team back for a short amount of time. So it means that sometimes we need to have more flexible working to support each other. Apply even if you don't think your skills match or your current role matches. If you think you have the skills to work with autistic people, you're autistic yourself, you want to work in a place that's more flexible working and will support you, that has really good peer network systems with each other. If you're part of the LGBTQ community, you're chronically ill or disabled, we are really supportive, and it's a really nice place to work for. Again, never like I've seen before or had before in a workplace. This is the most accessible, adjustable workplace I've worked in.